Well, let me just say, the way it started, this situation started, was about 6:55 this morning. We received a call of a domestic disturbance. And as the deputies were en route to this address, they received another call stating to change direction, and they'd received a call stating there had been shots fired at another residence. And the deputies were diverted to a residence on New Mountain Drive. That's off Crystal Springs Road, which is the residence belongs to Gary Simpson. Simpson is the father of Valerie McGillis, the wife of the man who did the shooting. His name is Andrew McGillis. Deputies arrived at the scene about 7:06, so there was a very short time from the call they received to getting to the residence. By that time, Andrew McGillis had driven by the residence on New Moon Drive twice and stopped and fired at least 30 rounds each time, striking and killing McGillis' father-in-law, Gary Simpson, age 61, and Simpson's grandson, 10-year-old Trey McCon Covington, TraykWon, Covington. Andrew McGillis left again and returned to make a third stop at the house. He fired at least 30 more rounds from the high-powered assault rifle. McGillis fired gunshots at deputies' vehicles that was parked in the yard. He also fired these shots that was fired at deputies inside of the home attending to the victims that had been shot. And we had one deputy who was inside who was struck by one of the bullets in the shoulder, hit his shoulder, and went his side and shoulder. They had to remove him as soon as we got help out there to take him to the hospital. They've operated on him. He's undergone surgery, remains in ICU. Bullet was struck. Another deputy was deflected by her equipment, and she was not injured. So it hit her belt, deflected the shot while they were in the building. Other deputies pursued Andrew McGillis through a wooded area adjoining to the neighborhood and through a residential street. McGillis continued to fire his semi-automatic weapon at deputies who returned fire. One deputy head was grazed by a bullet. Another deputy escaped injury when the bullet penetrated his uniform but did not strike his body. McGillis died at the scene. Now, this all started, as we said, from a domestic disturbance. The man, when they found his truck parked, when the area he left and run into the wood line where he was later on shot, he had about 50 to 60 more rounds within his truck. So this man was prepared to take some lives this morning.